What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you a manga review of Boku no Hero Academia chapter 141. We're back. You know, Horikoshi took a week off, so I hope everything is good with him, but now we're back. We're back with the hype, and let me tell you guys something. This chapter was something special, and I know I said something a billion times already, and it wasn't more along the lines that it was special like anything extraordinary happened. It was special because, you know, Horikoshi's pulled off something in this chapter that many mangaka try to do, many mangakas fail to do. And usually it's because it comes off so cliche, but Horikoshi was able to take something as simple as friendship, expand upon it, and give you a new take on it with the villains in this chapter, because it was their bond that they have with each other was the reason that they keep going and the reason that they keep fighting stronger and stronger. And we usually see this all the time. We've seen villains do this too, but it's usually some type of redeeming quality. But that wasn't the case with these three members of the Percepts of Death in this chapter. They are given their life, their new life that Overhaul has given him for what they believe in, for who they believe in Overhaul, and putting their life on the line. And Tamaki, he got some game. I mean, Sun Eater is a beast. He really lives up to the big three name. But they were able to, at the very least, get him with his back against the wall with the bonds that they have with each other, their strength, their determination that they want to do. And we see friendships and magic all the time. But what happens when that bond and that bondship is magic, that friendship is magic with villains? That's something you don't see all the time. And it's things like this is why I put Horikoshi up there with Togashi and Boku no Hero Academia up there with Hunter x Hunter, with the type of things that they're doing, because it has the same feel. Horikoshi has that same type of intricacy to put little things in there like this, especially like when he's explaining abilities, and he doesn't make it broken, he makes it believable. Even though these people could be way off of the charts, he gives them weaknesses, he breaks down things, he takes panels to explain why they're not broken or the reason why they are so strong. And it's reasons like this is why Boku no Hero Academia is on the top, because Horikoshi is writing fire each and every week. And to get a series that takes the aspect of friendship and gives it to you to the villains, that's what makes this series so good, because you can find yourself on either side of the lines of the battle. Like, you can argue that you can really root it for these 8 Percepts of Death. There's things that Overhaul does, or things that, you know, these villains are doing, even though they are bad guys, they are scum. You can relate to what they're doing, and that's what makes a good villain. When you're able to relate to them, you can see that gray area and sometimes even question, are they wrong, or they have things that you really enjoy just as much as the heroes, because we've seen through this chapter with Deku and Todoroki and Ida how they were bonded together. We got these bad guys saying, as long as we believe in ourselves, in each other, and believe that Overhaul is going to take us to the top from saving us from nothing, that's what's going to make us stronger. It's stuff like that. I mean, you can't just pull out. You really have to have that great mindset to make that work, because we see it all the time, especially in Shonen, Naruto, you know, Fairy Tail, 7 Deadly Sins. Fairy Tail does it very badly, but for this to be done so well, One Piece, I mean, there's a lot of times where friendship can be the bond that gets everybody through, but now we have villains saying that our bond with each other is the reason why we're stronger. Gotta clap it up for that. Gotta clap it up for that for sure. And how about Sun Eater with the straight up 3 versus 1 back to against the wall, King of Fighters style? You know, when you got that down to the wire where you're the last person against the entire team. But he also proved in this chapter why he is one of the big 3, because props to everybody that pointed out, he was out there combining his abilities. He had the octopus, he still had the chicken legs or whatever he had, and he was able to combine those together, and he was even eating the shell, or like the crystals that one of the villains had, and he used that to make himself stronger. His limbs are stretching. He released the Kraken as he did a Chimera Kraken, just merging everything together, making one type of power set. And I wonder how far he can go with this ability, because that's pretty broken if he can take all this stuff and mix it together. Like, imagine if he ate like an eagle and a lion and a cheetah, and he just put all that together, a dragon or something. He would be broken as hell. And one thing about Tamaki is he is just as smart as Mirio. He is trained to learn how to use his ability to his maximum extent, to the point where he can do this and he is never in a disadvantage, because he was going against a guy who was a better eater of matter eater lad. I believe his name was Tabe, and he can eat and eat and eat and eat, and then his stomach was like a bottomless pit. His stomach can consume as much as he can eat. So as he was eating away the octopus arms, Tamaki was thinking on his feet. He was like, okay, so you can keep eating. I'm gonna lace this with poison, because if you keep eating octopus, you're gonna get the toxin in you. That's gonna leave you immobile. From him eating the scales from the other person to gain power, it's that determination, and this is what he could be capable of if he can get over his confidence barrier. Because he's doing all this because he wants Mirio to be safe. He's doing this for his inspiration. He's doing this for his friend, and we can see that he can be absolutely beastly if he focuses, if he puts his mind to it. He gets over his confidence issues, and you can see why he is one of the very best of the best. And I like how even Eraserhead's presence was in this chapter, because they pointed out, it's like this battle is actually to Tamaki's liking, because he can keep going and going and going with these arms, and this other guy can eat and eat and eat. And Eraserhead knew that this would be a good matchup for him. Something that I am worried about though is that this guy Tabe was eating away at Tamaki's arms, and he just didn't feel any pain, so that's kind of broken. I'm interested in seeing how that works. It's like if he can keep doing these things, I thought that his quirk would be an extension of his body, but it looks like he can keep going. I mean, this is calling back once again to why I compare this to Hunter x Hunter and Horikoshi's writing with Togashi, because he does such a good job to make things realistic, and when things seem broken, he has a way to ground it and make it even. Like the guy was eating his arms, and Tabaki was thinking on his feet the entire time how he can get out and win this battle, and he's still victorious. Even though he's still facing 3 people right now, it looks like he's gonna be okay. So guys, I personally enjoyed this chapter very much, just for that one aspect of just seeing both sides of the field, and Horikoshi making you see both sides of the field, coming on giving more shine to these villains just as much as he does the heroes. I mean, for the most part, these guys haven't been one and dones. In fact, every new villain that he introduced, we're learning more and more as if they're part of the story himself, and that is great. I mean, it just reminds me of, you know, like the Phantom trope or the York New City arc in Hunter x Hunter. It's hard not to compare the two because the writing styles are so similar, the same flow, the same feel, and just, I just can't commend enough how good it was to see bond and friendship with villains, and it almost won. So let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content you indulge on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.